Hello everyone, welcome to the walking journey. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm doing okay. Anyways, I'm here to share a dream that I had. Now, I'm the type of person that will share what the Lord gives me, or if anything interesting stands out. This really stands out for me. Now, some people be like, they'll make videos after something happened and they claim they said something, and for some odd reason people believe them. Now, I'll be lucky if I get 100 views on this video, because just the censorship, the shadow banning. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my links below. I'm on Rumble, Bitchute, Brighton, and follow me over there, please. I would highly appreciate that. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. You know what? Now that I think about it, I guess the Lord reminded me that, like, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, I was driving the truck to my stop, and I was just remembering. I don't remember if it was me driving or my co-driver. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. And I'm looking at the drainage on the side of the road, and I just saw. I was able to see how the waters are going to be tormenting the people in this area for a while, the flooding. But anyway, let me tell you guys what I saw in my dream. Now, this is the dream. That was something else. That was when I was in the truck, and I was observing the drainage they built under the overpass of the freeway, and the Lord was enabling me to hear how the high waters are going to torment the people living in this area. But anyways, in the future. But I'm gonna tell you what the dream that I had, so it won't take up your day. So then, I don't know if it's a hurricane, tornado. I have no idea. I wasn't given, or I was not able to see the reason why, or the motive behind what took place in the dream. Now, I have been already through Harvey, Tax Day flood, Cinco de Mayo, and just Braille recently. We were without power for 1 week, but in this dream it was 100 times worse. The aftermath, I want to say, it was the 100 times worse. So let me tell you what happened. So I'm trying to get home on that street called East Williams Road to get to my house. So I had to take that road off of FM 1484 to get to the other road, to get to my street, so I could get home. So then, I didn't make it really far, to be honest with you. As soon as I got off the road, as soon as I got into my street, past the gas station, oh man, I couldn't keep going. Matter of fact, there was people in front of me, there was people behind me trying to get to their houses, but the street was filled, which it was mostly debris, trash. Now, it's not because people threw trash on the road. It's just all the trash that came out of the people's houses. Not only trash, clothes, furniture, pieces of the roof that was torn off on the ground, tree limbs, leaves, you name it. It was just like you couldn't drive. There was just so much debris on the road, and it was just that part of the road. You could see it from miles ahead, that there was debris all over the road. And it was so bad that the only way to get through the road was that if we picked up try to move some of the debris out of the way with our hands. And the storm must have been so bad. This is the part that kind of stood out for me, though. Some people have fencing on their property line that touches the road, right? The street. But the storm was so bad that it ripped out what we call it, chain line fencing, out of the ground, out of its foundation. Now, if you guys know anything about this type of fencing, chain line fencing is, they got steel bars into the ground, poured with concrete, so they won't move into the ground. But all that was torn off the ground. It wasn't just the fence itself. It was literally the post. The steel post was torn out of the ground in the middle of the street, along with all the debris from the people's houses, their clothing, the personal belongings, and the trash. and the tree limbs, the leaves, everything was on the ground, and we couldn't get through with our vehicles. So until I noticed someone found a way to, you know, some people started driving on people's properties so they could get around it. But then later on in the dream, I was able to get to my house, and I saw my wedding picture. I got my family, and I told them we were leaving, and that's it. We were out of here. We were actually gonna move. We were gonna leave the whole area. It was just so devastating, the storm, that we decided to leave. And out of the nowhere, I was taking on Interstate 45, and it looks like I was heading back home from work to me. I don't know if I was coming from work, but it seemed to me like, but then I was wearing my regular clothing, so I don't know. And I was driving the SUV from where I was coming from. The only reason I would drive the SUV if I'm not driving my personal right now, my personal vehicle to take to work, is because there's a lot of flooding, and this car cannot go through high water. Versus the Sequoia can get me through some high water because it has clearance at the bottom of the truck. It's like a truck. So then I was on the 45 freeway north, and there was nobody on the freeway. What time of the day or night was it? I'm not sure. I didn't really pay attention to that detail. I'm assuming it was somewhere in the evening, to be honest with you. Might have been, yeah, like, actually, I'm not even sure, but I'm just going by what I think it might have been. So then there was nobody on the freeway. As I drive north on the freeway, suddenly there was a lot of people just at a standstill on the freeway. And I want to say this is towards 2920 because I recognize the area. 2920 and Interstate 45 north. And I just had to come to a complete stop. And when I came to a complete stop, suddenly an 18-wheeler jackknifed right in front of me in the distance, where those people, I guess, they just lost control for whatever reason, but there was people on the freeway standstill in the 18-wheeler jackknife before coming towards those people. And then there was another 18-wheeler right here, and that sucker crashed as well. And I hanged up rear-ending somebody rear-ended me because of the truck jackknife. And it totaled the SUV out. And I had to literally push my way out of the door so I could get out. And that's when I jumped when I got to the Home Depot. Now, I don't remember what happened at the Home Depot. All I know is I saw my sister. And that's what happened. Those are the events that unfolded in my dream. Like I said, I don't know when this is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. So I'm just here sharing it with you guys. And we'll see what happens. And God bless you. Keep me in prayer. Jesus loves you. And I hope you guys are doing awesome. And be prepared. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. But interesting times are ahead of us. I do know that. God bless you. Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye-bye.